folks. I'm sweating like crazy. It's so hot in the house. I had to get rid of the garbage out here finally. I combined it with a bunch of stuff in the house. And my plan, we had half a bag of garbage in the kitchen, and I was gonna combine it with my half a bag out here. Well, it turns out Zach took garbage from the kitchen and combined it with his stuff. So I was faced with half a bag of garbage, which I'm not gonna waste a tag on. So I went scrounging all the garbage out of my bedroom. I was already dressed to come outside, so I had to go back upstairs into that oven, and I'm sweating like crazy now. So I went out today, and we were supposed to have above 30, supposed to be 31 degrees today. That's what the forecast was. I looked at it several times. It never passed 29. So nothing changed there. Anytime we were supposed to get 30 at any point this summer, it never got over 29. So that's continuing. You get one more chance tomorrow, see what happens. And then the next day is supposed to be, I think, it's supposed to be 29, something like that. I don't remember. So actually, I'm gonna update the forecast here. I look because there was nothing in the forecast for this heat at all, and then all of a sudden one day, like 2 days beforehand, it just suddenly showed up. So it's 19 right now. Yeah, they're calling for 31 tomorrow. Okay, so we got 31, 31, and then it's going to drop down. So we got 2 more days forecasted above 30. And once again, for those of you in the U.S., 30 degrees is 86 Fahrenheit, which is hot for us. Hot for Canada. Oh, this part of Canada. Probably jacket weather for those of you in Texas and Florida. Oh, it's cold out. I can imagine that. You're used to such higher temperatures. Just once, I'd like to see 40 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is Fahrenheit, but I'm pretty sure that's over 100. Unlike Australia, who exceeded 55, I don't even want to try to figure that one out. So I went out, had a nice drive today. I was wrong about my front tire. That reminds me, I gotta put air in it. It didn't go down faster than normal. It started rubbing on the fender mount. So that's what it does when it's flat, so I assumed it was flat. I checked today. I went out again. Well, when I went out last time, was it at night? Yeah, I think after I thought I fixed the monster. Like the error problem. I thought I fixed that. I went out for a night drive to test it, and like I say, it was fine until, I was on my way home. But it didn't do it that night. So I checked it when I got back, and it still had air in it. It was a little soft, but it still had air in it. So today, after I came up from the boat launch, it was doing it. And at my next stop, I believe that was my stop at the soccer fields at the river. I stopped there and I checked it, and it's still good. So apparently, for whatever reason, it just likes to rub on the fender mount now, whether it's flat or not. So I'm still good that way. Put air in it every time I go out. I'm good for the whole trip. But I'd like to do a long tour. I haven't. The weather just hasn't been good. The monster hasn't been good. It's just, if I hit a dirt road, it's gonna rattle like crazy. It's super embarrassing. Like when I get in a bumpy spot, I either push forward, like when I'm sitting here. I guess you can't really see it. When I'm sitting here, I put my knee under here. I just push up. It keeps the tiller from rattling, or I pull back on it. I gotta fix that again. The rattling is so embarrassing, and it's so loud. So I had to come out tonight. I had to get this garbage out of here to keep the animals out. Zach got rid of his, so we have nothing in here now that should attract animals. I had to do that, but I'm coming out. I'm going for a tour. It's just how it works. So that's my goal tonight. I changed things around. I noticed in today's video, driving towards the sun, it's absolutely horrible. So my polarizing filter is quite dirty, so I'm going to take it inside, because it's dirty on the inside too. But my open frame, it's, well, keyword being open, allows dust in the back, so I get dust on the back of it too. So the only way I can clean that is to take it off. So I'm going to take this in the house with me. So because this isn't on, I've got my nighttime camera. I guess you can't really see that, barely if you can. My nighttime camera in my daytime case, in the open case, and I got my daytime camera in that. This way, I should be able to do a tour at night without all that crazy rattling, without hearing the noise coming through the monster, and without the vibration of that weak lens or mount, which I still haven't changed. So hopefully it'll make for a nice tour. I don't know if I'll do regular speed or not. I have no idea. I'll decide when I get to it. Because if I don't, it ends up being a really long video. And I know some of you watch it, but not everybody's gonna sit through that whole long video thing. And if I do have a problem tonight, like it shutting down, I'll try to leave a note for myself. So when I get to that video, then, watch for that. But we'll see what happens. So for now, I'm ready to go. I gotta stop and get milk tonight on the way back some point in time. And I guess that's all I got. So I got some really nice vitamin D today. Because it was nice and warm yesterday, but it was overcast, and the sun came out like a couple times. So even though it was super humid, it was nice out, but it just didn't have that direct sunlight. So I got that today. Lots of direct sunlight today. Go away, fly. I guess that's it. I'm gonna go out and enjoy the night. I hate when my hair gets full of sweat. I start to itch like crazy. little bit of an update. I did have an issue a couple times, it shutting down. Nothing major. Actually, maybe 3 times. I don't remember. I think only twice. It's a beautiful night out tonight. Very enjoyable drive. So I come back into town. I had to stop at Max or Circle K, whatever you want to call it, to get my milk. And I decided to drive on the road tonight. I won't do that in the daytime. I won't drive on the main road in the daytime, but at night, I come across that bridge. That sidewalk's really super bumpy, and that big, drop off to the road kind of makes me nervous when I drive through there. So I just drive on the road until I cross the bridge, and then I go over to the sidewalk. Well, tonight I stayed on the road. There's no traffic coming or anything, so there's no big deal. Grabbed my milk, went back out, continued down the road downtown. I could see a car coming behind me. I wasn't too worried about it. And then I get to a red light, and it's a police car. They look over at me, waves to me. See, they don't care. I got plenty of light, and my strobe light on the back super bright. You can see it for miles. And so it's not a big deal to them. I get asked that all the time, why I shouldn't be on the road and all that. They don't care. It's not like I'm driving down the center of the road or anything, right? And I'm aware of the traffic around me. I hate driving without mirrors. That's why I didn't like driving the ES 950 on the road, because I can't see what's coming behind me. And I gotta twist my neck to look back, And same with the Fortress. It doesn't have mirrors either. It's got the same issue with that. But I don't mind driving the Monster on the road because it's nice and fast. I have plenty of lights. People are gonna see me. The only time I'm gonna get hit is someone's not paying attention or someone's drunk. But I do watch the lights coming at me in the mirrors. I know if a car's coming at me or not, or going around me. Easy to figure out. But I just wanted to point that out. No PP pulled up right beside me, didn't say a word, just waved. They don't care. They don't. I think there's something else I was going to say. A deer? I saw something cross the road up ahead of me. I wasn't exactly sure what it was. I figured it was probably deer, but I wasn't close enough to really see what it was. So as I was getting closer, I could see a couple deer out in the field, so I turned. Hopefully you can see it. They're close enough that my lights would have lit them up a little bit. But when I turned to look, there was actually 3 of them, so that was kind of nice. That was my wildlife experience for tonight. But I went I stopped down at the boat launch. I went down my trail, which you can barely see now. Everything's that time of year, everything's kind of falling over. And it's so cool tonight now compared to today, so the dew is pretty heavy, and they were wet. I felt these pants are really thin, so it doesn't take much for me to feel the moisture. I get my legs pretty wet going through there. That was kind of interesting, but not a big deal. I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else. Except right at the very end, drove the Monster down our new sidewalk for the first time. That was interesting. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it or not, because when I took the Fortress down there, the pylons that they still have, there doesn't leave a whole lot of space on the sidewalk to get by them. So I kind of thought I might have to reach forward and just kind of move them over as it's going through, but no, there's plenty of room. They've got tire sidewalls on the bottom for stability to keep them from blowing over and that. And I ran over those, but pylons themselves weren't in the way. So there's lots there. I still had plenty of room because I can't go off the sidewalk to go around them, because the drop at the edge of the sidewalk is so dramatic. I wouldn't be able to get back up on the sidewalk, so I would have had to move the pylons, but there was plenty of room. I still had a few inches from the tire to the edge of the sidewalk. So I got no problem. But I wanted to do that because if there wasn't enough room to get by, I was going to move them so I could ride the Monster down there tomorrow when I go out in the daytime, so I don't have to cross the road 3 times. Because if I stay on this side of the road to go get my coffee at McDonald's, then I only have to cross the road one more time, or once. to continue on my tour, because as it is right now, I go down, I get to the bottom of the hill, and I see the pylons are still in the middle of the sidewalk. So I say, oh, can't use the sidewalk today. I get across the road, go down to Tim Hortons, cross the road again to get my coffee at McDonald's, and then cross the road a third time. You know, that's 3 opportunities for the monster to stop in the middle of the road. That's what I wanted to say. I got thinking. I changed that plug. It didn't fix the error problem. But as I was out tonight, I got thinking there was another cause of that, and that was something up in the front here. There's one of my spade club plug things for my wiring. The covering doesn't go all the way down, so there is a little bit of exposed metal, and I think it was shorting on the frame. I think that might be happening. That's possible that might be happening again, because there is something rattling up top here too. I don't like these new lids. I haven't even opened it yet, and it's got coffee all over the top of it. Don't like them at all. McDonald's, basically the same lid. Same problem. Before I even open it, I get coffee dripping all over me. It drives me nuts. But either way. But I wanted to mention that. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this extra talk. I wanted to actually mention that there might be another cause of that. But either way, so it's Monday today. Monday is holiday, Labor Day. So I wasn't able to call my dealer, but tomorrow, well, I guess, yeah, it's 1:30 in the morning, so it's now Tuesday. So I'll call my dealer today, and I'll see if I can get a price on the new wiring harness for the monster. Start fresh, and I still want to check. I want to check the plug. Whatever. I'm tired. Whatever I'm trying to say. I want to see if I can determine if the light circuit is actually getting power, or if it's actually the controller that's doing it. I'll find that out. I won't be doing that right away. Right now, my parking lights, I guess you could say, they aren't working. The side marker lights and that. That's not a priority at the moment. So, but I do want to check that out and see if I can figure out what's going on with that. Well, I guess that's all I got. By now you would have seen my tour already. I would have showed that first. I don't know at this point whether I'll be doing it the regular speed or sped up with music, without music. I don't know. I will determine that when I get to this video. I got a few I gotta make before this one, which you would have already seen, obviously. But we'll find out when I get to that point, I guess. So I guess that's all I got. I'm gonna go in now and relax for a bit, and then at some point, go to bed.